Welcome to a Rome Total War AI only campaign, but with a Wheel of Doom. We spin the wheel, and the faction that it lands on gets eliminated from the game. We'll spin it now to start off with, and then we spin again every 20 turns. Every faction is here. Who's it going to be? Who is first to die? Genocide, 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 and ooh. Alright, it's the Skippyite. That's not going to affect the game at all because they do nothing anyway. Okay. Here we go. Hey, the Skippyite are dead, so Masana and Kapua are both up now. You know, it depends who gets to the settlements first. Whoever gets Kapua though could be in a very good spot. Okay, so of course this is short victory objectives as well, and the game will be decided by whoever gets to the short victory objective first. That's how we decide our winner. Wait, would the death of the Skippyite impact the civil war in any way? I don't think so. I know the death of the SBQR would, then it would trigger, but I don't think it does if the Skippyite die. Oh, now that is interesting. The Julii, the ones to land outside Masana. Yeah, I think they're trying to take the place here. Not much has happened, just the usual AI stuff. Oh, the Brutii finally on the move, pushing for Kapua. And the Greeks from Syracuse, moving up now onto Masana. 10 turns left until the next elimination, so yeah, can they take it in time? They should be able to. Yeah, they're not going to put up much of a resistance here. Alright, here we go, the Brutii attacking and they took it. How is that going to affect their campaign? And now the Greeks, but I'm a little worried for them. They clearly outnumber us, but those stats don't look too good. Yeah, they got a defeat there. Oh, the poor, terrible Greek city-states. But the Brutii by this point, they've usually taken Apollonia. But the loss of the Skippyite is pushing them a little bit more north. Will they now go for Apollonia, or would this distraction here completely ruin their chances in this game? Either could happen. Alright, the Greeks coming back for more, but the Julii bring reinforcements down too. Oh, surely the Greeks should take it, surely. Oh, and now the Brutii coming over as well. Yeah, this is really distracting them, poor Brutii. No, the Greeks took it, Masana, but what are the Romans going to do now? They're now in an interesting spot. Do they both battle it out for Sicily, or do they go back home? I'm curious. Well, they've both brought boats nearby, but no sign of them moving yet. Oh, Pontus, took by Byzantium. They have a foothold in Europe. I don't know how long that would last for though. And the Germans take Massilia. We're getting close, only like 2 more turns left. Carthage here with a massive army as well. Yeah, this could get really nasty soon. And no power is showing signs of wanting to leave, even with the volcano going off. Alright, there we go, the Brutii boarded onto their ship. The Julii still here though. I really want to see them, like, go for Sicily. Like, Julii and Brutii as brothers work together and share the island. But sadly, I don't think we're going to see it. Anyway, it's been 20 turns. Time to kill somebody off. Alright, here we go. Let us again spin that wheel. Who is it going to be? Who is going to die? Dacia, maybe? It's Dacia. Again, so what? Another terrible faction gone. Okay, but that being said, Dacia were pretty big in this campaign. Yet they usually have a good start, but then, you know, it all collapses, and that happened here too, but in a very different way. This could help the Germans. Yeah, that could be really good for them. Gaul might be able to get a bit out of it. Yes, they could, with this army here. Macedon, possibly. Scythia, Thrace. I don't know. I think the Germans have the better deal there. Macedon going for Athens. Yeah, Scythia swooping in, Thrace swooping in. Gaul not moving, despite the settlement here being wide open. Finally the Brutii, moving into Apollonia now, trying to get a foothold in Greece. And they took it just before Macedon could get there, but they did take Athens. Alright, there we go, settlements going under siege now. The Germans, are they just going to walk in? Is Gaul going to completely ignore it? Oh, that would be unfortunate. Parthia, very interesting border they're forming. Taking Bostra, yeah, just encircling the Seleucid Empire slowly. The Julii are still here, by the way. And I don't see them leaving anytime soon. And yep, the Germans took it. Scythia going in for a second. The Brutii in SBQR land. I don't think I've seen this before. This is weird AI behaviour. Wonder what the plan is. Alright, Gaul took Segestica from the former Dacians. Scythia took some land again just before Macedon could get in there. And there we go, Julii on the move. Where will they go? Scythia took another settlement. Alright, they're not going home. Are they going over to Greece? Okay, that was weird. It stepped out of the boat, but went back into the boat. Okay, and there we go, all Dacian territory has now been taken. Scythia got 2, the Germans got 2, and Gaul got 2. I like that, sharing it nice and fairly. Who got the better territory there? I don't know, difficult to tell. Gaul, possibly? Yeah. The Julii, landing in Illyria. That's one way to surprise the Gauls, you know. Hannibal thought he was being surprised in crossing the Alps, but no, the Julii, they're going to cross the entire Mediterranean and go up through Illyria. And then decide not to attack at all. They're still heading north. Ooh, Pontus, cutting through, taking Hatra. Pontus having a good game. Then again, that could all disappear on, like, a little spin off that wheel, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. And they attacked Patavium with the army, of course. You know, they couldn't just go like, boop. No, they had to go all the way down here, wait for like 5 years in Sicily, go up through Illyria, do nothing, and then hit. Of course they did. I love AI only. Mediolanum under siege as well, but the Gauls bringing in reinforcements. Ooh, I think they lost. No, they won. Yeah, they won the battle here, but Mediolanum still under siege. The Brutii took Thermon. Thrace going for Macedon all out, pushing onto Bilazora. They have to be careful there. Thrace did lose down here though, and now, yeah, they're looking pretty weak. Yeah, the Julii really struggling up here. They can get them under siege, but they're losing the battles. When did this happen? The Greeks took Lilybaeum at some point. Did not see that coming. Alright, but 2 more turns left until we spin that wheel. Who is going to die next? And more importantly, to what extent is it going to impact the campaign? Brutii and Scythia, allies, of course they are. Right then, here we go. Final turn. Anything interesting going to happen? Probably not. Nah, nothing. Alright then, let's spin that wheel. Okay then, here we go. Who is it going to be? Who do I kill now? Armenia, Pontus, no! Pontus were doing so well, having one of their best campaigns yet. Pontus having a good game. Then again, that could all disappear on like a little spin off that wheel. Oh, rip Pontus. We all know who that is going to help. Yep, we all know the Seleucid Empire. That's going to be a big one, the loss of Pontus. Oh well. Oh, but the Greeks storming up and taking Nicomedia before the rebel armies can get back in there. Wait, how did they get this level tier of Eastern infantry? Is the AI cheating? Have we just discovered the AI cheating? Oh, we lost Massacre there. Hatra under siege. It's not looking good. That is very good for the Seleucid Empire. Thrace spying on Byzantium. And they just walk in there and take it. It will help their position, but not by much. Oh, Hatra held out though. Yeah, those silver chevrons helped out after all. Well done, rebels of Hatra. And meanwhile, Egypt took Bostra from Parthia. Yeah, Parthia's struggling now. Yeah, really starting to struggle. Armenia. Can they go for Seleucia? I don't want to see the Seleucid Empire win another AI only. So I really hope so. I am anti-Seleucid Empire this run. Oh, but they are moving up to Sinope though. Macedon and the Greeks at war, but it is the Greeks making the move. Usually Macedon is the more dominant power, but yeah, they haven't been having too good of a campaign. The Greeks took Corinth. Didn't realise that. And yeah, they took Sinope just before the Greeks could get there. Oh well, Ankara under siege now. Hatra going for it again. Right, but the Greeks pushing onto Athens, still on Larissa. Bylazora now under siege. Poor Parthia, they lost Susa. They're up here with one settlement, but it looks like Scythia here hunting them down. And then over here, yeah, the Egyptians moving on in, wanting to conquer Arabia. Oh, Hatra fell. No. And now onto Ankara as well. Yeah, the Seleucid Empire on the map looking really good at this point. Scythia took Bylazora. We're seeing a very good campaign from Scythia. Frigulii took Batavium, moving now onto Mediolanum. Yeah, they're starting to move now, but they had a bit of a delayed start. Alright, Parthia held out. They beat back the Egyptians. Well done, Parthia. But I cannot see them lasting for too much longer. Everybody wants them dead at this point. Armenia, could they be the ones to take it? That would probably be the furthest south I've ever seen Armenia go. They usually don't have a campaign like this. Thrace moving on to Thessalonica. Macedon could be dead soon. Right, they held out on both cities, but under siege again. It is just a matter of time. And Parthia holding out again against Armenia. Still, you know, nothing's happening up here. I don't know what the plan is or what, but nothing's happening. Alright then, Egypt pushing onto Carthage, taking Lepsis Magna there. And the Carthaginian armies all over the place. Don't know what to do. And it could be Scythia who ends up taking Thessalonica here. They do have it under siege, but anyway, it's that time. One turn away from spinning the wheel. Alright, so Parthia, they're surviving down here and up here, holding out for now. Macedon only just holding out as well. Hopefully it's not one of those two. Hopefully it's someone a little bit more interesting, like the Seleucid Empire. Yeah, I'd love to see them go. Right then, here we go. What power vacuum are we going to create now? Who's it going to be? Macedon? Spain? It's Spain. A front that we haven't even looked at yet. Again, it's all the losers, isn't it? Okay, so that should definitely help Gaul. Maybe Carthage. Depends how interested they are over here. Really? They had gold tier Peltus units? Yeah, sure. Oh, Dumatha fell, but the Seleucid Empire putting it under siege now. War has been declared between Egypt and Seleucia. who is going to come out on top? Most likely, the Seleucid Empire. But if Armenia gets involved, maybe if the Greeks get in there too, they might just defeat them. The Seleucid Empire is terrible, but if they're allowed a little bit of time to grow, and don't get piled on from the start, they can actually become a massive superpower. Oh, they're moving on to Bostra as well, and Armenia keeping the peace right now. Sidon under siege as well. It's not looking good for Egypt. Armenia pushing on in. Seleucia under siege. Good. They might just be able to save the Egyptians and defeat the Seleucid Empire. I'd love to see an Armenia victory. We never see that. A massive chunk of territory just disappeared off the map. Dumatha and Bostra. Sidon is going to be next. Oh no, they lost that Sidon. Moving on to Jerusalem though. Oh, they lost that Seleucia. The Seleucid Empire came in with reinforcements. Meanwhile, Carthago Nova, under siege by the Carthaginians. Thrace took Thessalonica. Good for them. Macedon holding out at Larissa. They're still up here, by the way. Oh, did I see that right? Did I just see that diplomacy happen? Yeah, Parthia and Gaul got an alliance, of course. Hey, they took Carthago Nova. Round of applause, everybody. Carthage, they've just had their best game ever. No, Scythia going to war with Armenia, that's not good. I don't want that. That just helps the Seleucid Empire even more. Egypt trying the comeback, but it might be a little bit too late. Okay, they've managed to sort of stabilise it a bit more now. Yeah, it's all looking very stable, which is good. That means they might be able to tip the balance into their favour. Alright, come on, a few settlements under siege now. Come on, you can do this. Bring them down. Macedon became a vassal of Thrace. Interesting. And Carthage moving up to Austria. I don't think I've ever seen them take territory more north than this line here. Oh, poor Carthage. I always give them such a hard time. Brutii, is this really necessary? Use those armies, please. Okay, they're starting to move in the Middle East. Seleucia, gone. Damascus, gone. Is this the comeback we wanted? I hope so. But they've got to be quick, because in about 5 more turns, who knows what's going to happen. Carthage took Austria. Oh no. Seleucid. Reinforcements coming in for Seleucia. Oh, what just happened there? They're still besieging it with the general, but the army moved out. Why would the AI do that? That is weird. The army just walked out, no, they're off. It's just the general left, and he can't besiege it, because it's a cav unit. Carthage taking Dimidi, and yeah, the Seleucid Empire completely gave up at Seleucia. Interesting move. Okay, did not see that one coming. No, Scythia, don't mess it up. Please, no, they're just about to destroy the Seleucid Empire and possibly win the game. Don't do this, Scythia. Are they still up there? Yeah, they are. Okay, it seemed Scythia did listen. Good. How is it looking over here? Again, very stable, which is good. They've stabilised. Carthage putting Scalabis under siege. Gaul not getting much out of this. Well, getting nothing at all so far. Macedon still alive with 1 settlement, but you know what turn it is. Time to spin that wheel. Alright then, who is it going to be? Who is next to die? Macedon? Macedon? No! They were having such a good campaign as well. But again, another terrible faction gone. I am so sorry, Carthage. I am really sorry. Okay then, who does that help? Numidia, that does end up saving. Egypt might be able to get something out of this. Maybe the Greeks could hop over? Gaul, Iberia should now be theirs. You've had 2 amazing opportunities, Gaul. Please use them. Yep, the Egyptians already making their move onto Thopsis. Hopefully that does not distract them from this front there. Oh, Scythia, come on. Alright, it's looking okay so far. Well done, Egypt. Oh, the Greeks in Crete. Now, usually the Brutii get there first. But, well, I think the Julii might have gotten there first, but again, they didn't bring any armies. It's Sicily all over again. And they lost. No, Scythia. Oh. Armenia lost their capital. That is unfortunate. Now Scythia is going to be too weak overall to actually defend against the Seleucid Empire. Egypt, it's all on you. They are looking good. They are pulling it back, but now with Armenia mostly out of question, it could all collapse. Alright, are they going to try again? I think so. And there we go, the Greeks took it. The Greeks overall having a very good campaign compared to usual. And they haven't had, like, really too much help at all with Random Wheel. Like, the Seleucid Empire had a lot of help. Gaul has had a lot of help. But the Greeks, not that much. Oh, Scythia. Why? You're so annoying. Alright, the Julii took Corsica and Sardinia. Oh, and the Gauls have taken Carthago Nova. Oscar under siege too. Alright, if they can take this land quickly, they could be in a good spot. Ah, oh, Scythia, why? Armenia losing a lot of territory now. It's so unfortunate to see as well. And still, despite their own people dying back here, they're making the push. They know what is right. For entertainment value, the Seleucid Empire cannot have another win. Armenia might not win the game, but they have won our hearts. Gaul took Oscar. And oh, the British finally getting into Ireland. Finally doing something. Ooh, the Julii outside Carthage, but it's the same again. They're not really bringing anybody. It's like 1 or 2 units. Oh, but they're still attacking it anyway. Alright, I like that move. What do we have in here? They could do it. With the auto-resolve, they should be able to take that. Oh wow, now that they've finally figured out how to invade Ireland, they're really going all out with it. Okay then, here we go, the siege of Carthage, and the Julii did it. They took Carthage. Well done, Julii. Well done. If only they could have gotten Sicily too, which they could have done, but yeah, sadly they didn't go for it. Now that is a weird sight. The Julii and Egypt bordering each other. I did not expect to see this today. By the way, they're still up here. Alright then, it's wheel time. Alright, come on, be a big one, somebody interesting. Scythia, Thrace, Greece, no, not the Greek cities, oh. Again, that's going to help out the Seleucid Empire. That's going to be a power vacuum there. That's a lot of valuable territory gone. Oh, look at all these armies we just gained. So yeah, this helps the Seleucid Empire. Sadly, I don't think Thrace will be able to hop across. This should help the Brutii and Macedon, but it depends who goes for it all. And then Sicily, same again. Like, whoever wants it, gets it. The Seleucid Empire took the other Armenian settlement up here. Armenia now becoming the new Parthia. Interesting. The Brutii are the ones making the move. They want Greece. and it's the Seleucid Empire over here. The Seleucid Empire still looking really good. Can the coalition of Armenia and Egypt be enough to bring it down? I don't think so. I hope so, but I don't think so at this point. Alright, massive battle here for the Brutii, but the Brutii got the win and then, yeah, just walked right into Athens. And then they destroyed the other army too. Oh, Thrace almost got a territory here in the Middle East. Almost got there. Oh, but they are bringing reinforcements. Could it be possible that Thrace ends up taking Armenia's place and tries to kill them as well? I would like to see that. Alright, Nicomedia fell to the Seleucid Empire, but what is Thrace now going to do? It appears go home, of course. Macedon's final settlement under siege by the Brutii. Oh, but they're back. Alright, come on, please be a war. This is distracting the Seleucid Empire as well. Egypt, now is the time to strike. Oh, they took Bostra earlier, but now they've taken Dumatha as well. Alright, they're fighting it out in Arabia. Oh, they've gone back home again. Come on, Thrace. You can do it. And Macedon died. The Brutii killed them. And with that, all of Greece has been conquered by the Brutii. They took Thessalonica as well from Thrace. Oh, it's all theirs now. Okay. Poor Thrace. Yeah, they've got their own problems to deal with now. Oh, the Seleucid Empire still pushing onto Armenia though. Scythia, can you go to war with the Seleucid Empire? Nah, I don't think that would be a good fit for them. Yeah, I doubt we'll see that. Meanwhile, no, the Seleucid Empire gave up on it, and Scythia trying to take more territory for themselves, of course. Oh, it's not looking good for Armenia. They should be gone soon. Well, Egypt, they're doing okay, but once the Seleucid Empire is no longer distracted, I think it should just tip in their favour. That's why Scythia needs to get involved. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, not much happening. It's all quiet everywhere else. For some reason, the barbarians have not slaughtered each other yet. Like, they're playing it really peacefully over here. But it is time to spin the wheel again. Okay, first of all, need to delete Macedon from that list. There we go, and spin the wheel. Who is it going to be? Numidia, Julii, oh, it's the Julii. A big Roman one. Okay, then, we've got to do it. Oh, there we go, a massive piece of Italy just opened up, and of course Carthage as well. Who does that help? If the Brutii can get up here, that's going to really help them. Hold on. The Brutii need 15 settlements and to kill Macedon and the Greeks. They could do it. They're currently at 10 settlements. If they take 5 more, they win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. But the chances are, maybe Gaul might get in there, the Germans might get in there, so they might get a couple, but I doubt they would get them all. Oh, interesting. Thrace going for Rhodes. Oh, the Seleucid Empire took Seleucia back as well. Yep, the Brutii already up here. Oh, they know what's going on. Yeah, they're really pushing for this valuable former Roman territory. They want their hands on it before the Germans can get it. Smart move. The Seleucid Empire taking even more territory. By the way, Seleucid Empire, 14 settlements. If I am right, and if the next wheel spin kills off Egypt, then they could be 1 settlement away from a win. So a faction could still just win this out of nowhere if they get lucky. Defeat imminent Gaul, that suddenly pops up. Really? Gaul? Oh yeah. Who do they have to kill? I think it's just the Julii and 15 settlements. They are at 11, so that would be 12, 13, 14 if I can get in here. I doubt we'll see Gaul win. And I think they might have to kill the SBQR too. So yeah, I cannot see that happening. Alright, the Brutii now starting to take territory. But the Germans are here to defeat imminent Brutii. Yep, here we go. It's getting to that point. Armenia down to their final settlement. The Germans take Mediolanum. Germans are in Italy. The Brutii now take Arretium. Yeah, they've taken the former Julii territories, but what else can they take? I think the Germans will beat them to Patavium. But they should be able to get Segesta. Oh, they took Thrace. What? Thrace, no! They regicided just then. Oh, that was... Rest in peace, Thrace. Regicide is where if you lose all your family members, like all the generals, the faction just goes rebel. And yeah, that must have happened there. Poor Thrace. They must have had all their generals in Byzantium. Oh, and now Armenia's gone, conquered by the Seleucid Empire. I think Scythia and the Seleucid Empire get along, so it is just Egypt and, yeah, the Seleucids left. North versus south. Ooh. By the way, Rome is not much of a republic anymore, is it? Like the SBQR here going, oh boy, welp, where next? Brutii at 13 settlements. If I am right, they are 2 more away from victory. But those 2 could be difficult to find, depending on how the other AIs play. Oh, the Brutii might actually just make it to Patavium before the Germans can get there. They're going for it. Yeah, they really do want it, and then that would be it. That and Segesta would be the win. All of Sicily's open for them too. Like, that's just easy territory right there. Right, they've got to fight through the rebels first, and, oh, they're putting it under siege. That's not a good sign. So many armies in Italy. What I thought was a dumb move actually turned out to help them. Is this it then? Is it going to be a Brutii win? If my calculations are correct, like 1 or 2 more turns and it's done. Scythia having a very good campaign, but just not good enough. Probably the best Scythia we have ever seen. Then again, with factions just disappearing, ooh, you know, how can you really judge it? It's not a true fair judgment, but still, it is the best Scythia, by far. Right, here we go, Patavium, and the Brutii should need just 1 more. And there it is. That should be victory for the Brutii. There we go. There we go. Ah, the Brutii got the win. Well done, Brutii. Well done. They did play that quite well. Scythia ended at 12. Yeah, the Seleucid Empire had their 15. The Egyptians just hitting 15 too. The Germans only just hitting 15 as well. Let's have a little look at some of the stats. Let's get everybody in here. And yeah, what I love about this is you just get factions instantly dropping out of nowhere, and then some just instantly rise up out of nowhere. Like, look at this here, Julii and Brutii on this turn here. One goes shooting up, the other goes shooting down. Scythia really shot up at the end as well. Alright, then we've got military, yeah, Brutii, clear winners here. Production, territory, oh, everybody drawing at 15. We've got Egypt, the Germans, the Seleucid Empire, the Brutii. That's 4 different factions that were probably 1 wheel spin away from victory. Wow. If the next wheel spin was Egypt, Seleucids win. If it was the Seleucid Empire, Egypt win. If it was, I think, Gaul, I think the Germans would have won. So that could have been very interesting. Finances there, and of course, population. But yeah, there we go. I want to spin it 1 more time to see what would have happened if the Germans beat the Brutii to Patavium. what would have happened? Who would have died? Thrace, well, they're dead anyway. Seleucid Empire. So if we killed off the Seleucid Empire, then would the Egyptians have won it? Yes, they would. If the Germans beat the Brutii to Patavium, the Seleucid Empire would die, and Egypt would be perfect within the victory objective. They would have won. And that's what I love about the spinning wheel and other elimination modes. You never really know how it's going to go. It's that element of randomness and chaos I do really like. And I do plan to, do this video type even more going forwards. I really want to start getting into some mods as well for it. I think that could be interesting. But yeah, leave a like if you want to see more. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified of future episodes or anything else that I do. But for now, until the next one, tomorrow's video, MELKOR.